my did. Oh, dang it. Jeff Stone here with day 47 of the year 2016 at magicreviewed.com. Today we're looking at Rebox by Ryan Lehman. So, the effect is you got a deck of cards in the box and poof, you go to open the box and take the cards out and the box vanishes. Or you have a deck of cards and then poof, the box appears. Well, that's the effect. How is it accomplished? A gimmick that you are supplied. So, effect, method, okay, fine. That's about all there is to know about it. Some basic handling moves or whatever for the method, and then the gimmick. But the method is very angly. So, when you're done producing, when you're showing that the deck is boxed, they need to be viewing it from this perspective, which means they need to be looking down. Which means if they look over here, now this is just a regular box, not the gimmick. But if they look over here, 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 then the gig is up, or the jig is up. Something is up. Probably the jig. Flash of lights there, man. What was that? Don't have a blackout right now, please. Anyway, so it's very angly. But, you know, if you can force that perspective, okay, fine. Problem is, from that perspective, you now have to open the box, apparently open the box, which is a little bit awkward. So you're kind of holding the deck like this, you know. Anyway, but if you don't mind that, fine. So let's talk about the ad copy, though. That's where things kind of fall apart as we dig a little deeper into this. First of all, the ad trailer, go watch it, because you'll find that it's not even a full screen. It's like a box in the center. Very crappy, grainy, 1980s VHS camcorder quality, which is ridiculous to me these days with smartphones and cameras on smartphones. I mean, even an old iPhone 3 has better quality than this, than that trailer. So, but I think here's the reason why. You'll notice that the camera is like passes by him very quickly as he's affecting the change, and it goes back and forth and passes him super fast, so you never actually get a good look at the change happening, because it doesn't quite look as good as they might have you believe. Secondly, there's something in the ad copy where you see a boxed deck of cards kind of being flipped up in the air, which one could infer, or the implication may be, or you might think when you see that the box can be handled freely once it reappears on the deck. That is not true. Now, they didn't come out and say that, but it certainly felt like they were implying it. The other thing is they claim that the thing can just be riding along in your deck while you perform, and anytime you want, you can just rebox your deck. B freaking S. That is not true. Now, in the DVD, he does teach teach is a strong word. He does show, maybe even that's a strong word, an ambitious card handling. I mean, I'm using all these terms very loosely, but it's an ambitious card where the bottom of the deck is the gimmick. And that's fine, and it's doable, and it's legitimate, but you can't, I mean, you have to basically keep it on the bottom of the deck, and it doesn't just ride along, and you can't just have it anywhere in the deck. And even when it's on the bottom of the deck, your handling of the deck is very restricted. And so to say that it can just be in your deck without a problem, to me, is just not accurate, dude. Folks, peeps, ladies, whoever's watching, I don't know. But I would say that's misleading at best. Okay, so that's ad copy. A lot of issues there. Product quality. The teaching segments are done with a music track overlay, over-the-shoulder shots, and text, very pixelated, grainy, white text on the screen that is small and hard to read, even with these bad boys. 2015 vision, folks. 2015 in one eye, 2017 in the other eye. And it was just not good quality, and it would like blur in and blur out. And by the time it blurred in, it was sometimes too late to read it because it was ready to blur out already. And so keeping up with it was kind of a problem. Now, on the other hand, for the most part, you don't need the text to follow along and learn. But there is an Easter egg which teaches you how to make a replacement copy of the gimmick. And then there are a couple points in there where the text was very hard to read, and it was very important information. So in that case, you do need the text. So the teaching quality was not the greatest. The Easter egg, I don't know what's with people in the Easter eggs, but to find it, go on the main menu. There's a play button, a play all button, and a play all button and a selection button or a chapter button or whatever. Move your cursor to the chapter, hit the right arrow, and then hit enter, and you'll be in the Easter egg. So overall, he covers basically how to mechanically operate the gimmick. That's really it. He shows multiple different applications of it, but every time it's more like, look at how clever my gimmick is. I'm going to play with this gimmick, and look, now it's a deck, now it's not, now it's a deck, now it's not, now it's a deck, now it's not. Look how clever this is. Look at how visual this is. It's changed. It's back. And just stuff like that just looked like he was just showing off the gimmick rather than teaching me how it works. On top of that, I don't have a problem with people releasing products that they haven't actually, that's not actually in their repertoire. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that as long as you're honest about it, especially particularly if you're honest about it up front in the ad copy, so people know, hey, this is like an idea I came up with and I'm just, I haven't fully prototyped or whatever. Then fine. If as long as people know that, then it's their choice to buy it or not. But if you are selling it as if it is something out of your repertoire, and now he never says it is, but certainly that's what the impression you get. Then if it's in your repertoire, then you've used it a lot and you've got stories. I say this a lot on my reviews. So tell me the story where the guy looked right here and saw what he shouldn't see and how you dealt with that in the future. Tell me the story where they were looking here and they noticed something that's part of the gimmick that is not normal looking. Tell me this, and how did you overcome it? Or tell us the story when the gimmick didn't properly activate, how you overcame that in the future. Tell us the stories. Tell us your experiences and your anecdotes. But instead, no, it's just a silent or music overlay with bad, crappy text on the screen and him showing off how the gimmick works over and over and over again. Just the teaching was not very good on this. Sorry. The gimmick itself is not bad. I mean, it's pretty easy to make a new one if you need to, and it'll last a while if you take care of it, and it does do a pretty good job of appearing. But again, as long as you have that forced perspective, and even again, if they're looking here, they may see something, and the moment before it happens, there's a lot to see that you don't want them to see. So you have to be very careful about the handling of the cards at that moment. For me, the better handling, which is less risky, is the one where it's in a box and you open it and the box disappears. That is less risky for sure. And then right after that, you can spread the deck out and there's nothing to see. The gimmick is in the deck, but it's hidden. But then you'll want to remove it as quick as possible. Like I said, having it in the deck is uncomfortable at best. So, due to the ad copy problems, due to the not so great instructions, due to the angle sensitivity, and the fact that they they make it seem more than it is in the ad copy again. It was hard to give this a really solid rating. So bottom line, 2.5 stars, stone status of grubble. Grubble means part gem, part rubble, somewhere in between. It's more gem than rubble for sure, but it's grubble with that ad copy problems and the product quality issues. Grubble, 2.5 stars, stone status of grubble. So please like the video, share it out everywhere you can on social media. Subscribe by clicking that button if it's there, and listen to the random iTunes song of the moment, which is Lightweight by Demi Lovato. I really like that song. That album Unbroken by Demi Lovato, that's a good album. It's really like it's one of her, I think it's one of her better albums, but it's like she just bears her soul, man. And it's awesome. Really, really cool. Made me respect her more as an artist and as a person, that album. So that's Lightweight, Demi Lovato. So tune in tomorrow, which is day 48, where we look at Insidious by Michael Scanzello. Sorry. Insidious tomorrow, day 48. Until then, folks, thanks for watching. Peace out.